Hello, welcome back. If you're new here, my name is Becca and today I have my Sobathon TBR. So Sobathon is a readathon that is the brainchild of Michaela from My Bookself, and she kindly asked me to co-host. I will have all of the details in my description box below, as well as a link up above to the announcement video. And I'll also link the video that I've done recently with recommendations of great books you could pick up for this readathon. But this is my TBR, so I'm going to be going through the challenges and telling you what I'm going to be reading for the readathon. So challenge number 1 is to read a book that you've been putting off because you think it will make you too emotional. And for this, I have 2 options, and I will tell you why. The first one is Marley and Me by John Grogan. You may have seen the film with Owen Wilson and maybe Jennifer Aniston, which made me sob like a baby. This is about a dog, and the dog plays a very important role in the life of this family. He gets them through tough times, he's there at their happiest moments, and he's just generally the best dog in the world, like all dogs are. They're all amazing. And you know what happens to dogs after 10 or so years? And I don't think my heart can take it. So this one is a maybe, because this is definitely one that I've been putting off because it will make me too emotional. However, I think that too emotional is an understatement, and it will actually have me lying in a black pit of gloom for about 3 years. So if I can't quite manage Marley and Me, I will be reading The Song of Achilles by Madeline Miller. I've heard that this is absolutely excellent, and I do want to pick up her new book Circe. It's an alternate retelling of the myth of Achilles and the war, because there has been a lot of speculation that Achilles and Patroclus may have been gay, so it's sort of like a gay romance. As we know, this myth ends in tragedy, and I'm guessing that this attaches you to the characters and makes you really feel that pain. I've been wanting to read this for a while and I think it's really good, so if I can't stomach Marley and Me, I may read The Song of Achilles. Challenge number 2 is read a book that will make you cry from happiness. I do also have A Song of Achilles down for this one, because although it's not a happy story, I believe it's really good and maybe has some uplifting elements. But I do also have Warstorm by Victoria Aveyard down for this, because at the speed that I'm currently reading, I may not have finished this book before the readathon starts, so I may finish up maybe the last half of this book during Sobathon. And this one is the finale of the Red Queen series, so it's probably gonna kill me, but also hopefully there's some happiness for some of the characters. I don't know. Challenge number 3 is to reread a book that destroyed your emotions. This is actually a book that I featured in my recommendations video, and it is The Perks of Being a Wallflower by Stephen Chbosky. I picked this one because it's an absolutely excellent book, and of all the books that I have read that were sad, this is the one that I'm most interested in rereading because it really is that phenomenal. This follows Charlie, who is a freshman at high school, and his friend died not long ago, and he really has some demons that he struggles with. As well as that, he's not very good at making friends, and he really just watches life from the sidelines without really participating. However, he does fall in with and become friends with a group of seniors who are like super cool, really outgoing, really, well, now the term would be hipster, but this is set in the 80s, so not then. And he begins to maybe experience life. However, he does deal with some mental health issues, and they do catch up with him. Like I said in my recommendations video, I can't say whether this is a good mental health rep, as I personally have not dealt with any of the issues that Charlie does. And also, at the time that I read this, mental health representation wasn't something that I was thinking about when going into reading a book, because I did read this quite a few years ago. However, I can say that this is absolutely amazing, and so is the film, and I'm really excited to experience this book again. Challenge number 4 is read a book under 300 pages, just because we all love those little tiny books to help us get through readathons and complete all of the challenges. The unspoken rule, of course, is that it has to be a sad or emotional book. And for this, I have picked Saga Volume 7 because I have heard, although I have no idea why, I've heard that this volume in particular is a soul destroyer, and it will also be the volume that I am up to at the time of the readathon. Any sort of installment in this series is emotional, but this one has been pegged as the worst, and I'm really worried because I'm super attached to these characters. For those of you that don't know, this is a sci-fi graphic novel that's kind of like a Romeo and Juliet set in space. You have these 2 lovely individuals who are from different warring planets. They come together, they fall in love and make a baby, and the planets that they are from do not like that, so they send mercenaries after them. The emotional thing about this is that you follow not only this family and the people trying to kill them, you do actually follow the mercenaries and their own struggles, and you feel for everybody. So when the groups come together and clash, you're not really sure which side you're on. As well as that, this series does not shy away from death, and it will kill the characters you love. So I'm excited to get to this one, sort of, because I don't want to hurt myself but I am really loving this series. And challenge number 5 is the super easy one, and that is to read the group book, which, if you didn't know, is The Astonishing Colour of After by Emily X. Arpan. This is about a girl whose mother commits suicide, and I believe she is biracial. She is part Taiwanese, and she convinces her father to let her go to Taiwan to meet with her maternal grandparents. And the reason she does this is because she thinks that her mother has been appearing to her in the form of a bird. So she goes to meet her grandparents that she's never met before to sort of learn about her culture, maybe try and understand her mother's death and feel closer to her mother. So I'm expecting this to be a sad one. It is kind of chunky for a contemporary, but I am looking forward to it. And I've just seen the text is kind of small. It's almost summer, I guess, and it's getting kind of warm here in the UK, and I think that this is a book I'm going to really enjoy while outside sunbathing. So that is everything for my Sobathon TBR. I do hope you will be joining us. If you are, please let me know. Also let me know what's on your TBR. Send me links to your TBR and I will go and watch them, check them out, interact with you guys. But that's everything for this video. Please don't forget to like this video if you liked it and subscribe if you want to. If you head into my description box below, you can find a link to my Goodreads, Instagram and Twitter if you'd like to follow me on any of those, as well as a link to my Bookish body butter and candle website, the Instagram for that, and a 10% off discount code if you'd like to check any of that out. But that's it from me today. Bye!